Hello, 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 entertainment daily lovers. Come on in. Let us have a conversation. Quick one. Let me check the sound to make sure that it's good. Let us know what you think. This is just a happening, and let us know what you think about this recent happening. Korra Obidi and her friend stevana. Let me check the sound. Welcome, welcome. Like the live stream. If you're just coming in, give the live stream a thumbs up. Give the live stream a thumbs up. Okay, I think our sound is good. Have you liked the live stream? Please like the live stream. Let me quickly share to this other side so we can get right into this conversation. Sharply, sharply. Okay, so let me share. All right, so that's done. Good morning, my time, because it's past 12 a.m. my time. So good evening, your time, because I know most of you, it's your evening. Okay, you're still chilling. So come on, let us talk. Everybody's opinion is needed right here because this happening, seriously, I really did not expect this. But anyway, Cora's friend, Stevana, and Korra is actually having issues. Okay, the lady came online and called out Korra. Now, stevana is one of Korra's close friends. Okay, for those that the name might not ring a bell because you know you've seen Korra with some of her friends dancing and creating content and things like that, you might be wondering, okay, so who is stevana? Even though you see her there, this photo you see here on the thumbnail, that's the lady there. She's done several videos with Korra, but Savannah is the lady that stood by Korra. You know, when JD and his whole whatever started, Savannah was that lady that was there for her. And from what I gathered online, it is being alleged, I don't know how true, that she was the one that filmed that video where you could hear JD telling Korra to leave, the home. You remember that video where they were standing inside the house and JD was talking? Yes, he said she was the one that was there that day and filmed that video. I also heard about, she going as far as even giving Cora her mattress to use. For the, Cora was going through it that time with everything that JD was doing. Both of them were creating content together. But what we know right now is that Stevana actually called Cora out, okay, uh, after we don't know exactly what happened, what made their relationship to go south, but we just know that the lady has called her out. I've been searching for the post. It's been alleged that she posted the conversation she had with Cora online. So now you might be wondering what happened. Now you know that this lady, if you go back and watch videos of Stevana and Cora, both of them they used to dress alike, skimpy, hot pants, crop top, these kind of things. That's how Stevana used to dress, exactly the way Cora dresses and things like that. So you understand the vibe. They created several contents together, and then it seemed like somewhere along the line, Stevana, somewhere around 2024, Stevana started seeing a man that was a Muslim, okay, that is not was okay, because it seemed like she's still seeing it's the same person she's still with, that is a Muslim. So she converted. Now she wears the hijab, she covers herself up. She's not a religious person. Okay, I just wanted to say the religion, and then from now on, I will just use religious person. So she's now a religious person, and you know that when you repent, okay, when you leave the world, you know how it's been said, religion, when you're talking about religion and things like that, when you leave the world, there are certain things you have to leave behind. Okay, so she is now covering herself completely from wearing hot pants, hot mini skirt, crop top, this and that, showing everything and things like that. So the welcome Katori Kamama. Katori said that's it. The Muslim she won't stay in that relationship long because that's well you can't say that Katori because you don't know. She has not put the man out there, so you cannot say the relationship is good or bad. This is just my own opinion, right? So now this lady changed. When you go to her page, I tried to find her page, but the screenshot of Korra's stuff and things like that is not there, where they said she posted the conversation she had with Korra, where she was telling Korra that now that she has dropped her past life, she's now this person. She covers up, she does training, all this stretching and all those kind of things. She still does that. Okay. uh but you can see the difference when you go and check the lady's old videos. I was still able to find old clips of the lady, so I'm not even sure why she's starting with Korra, but she probably knows why. Probably because Korra is maybe the most famous friend she has with the numbers on social media. So she knows that people can quickly see those videos that she did with Korra before seeing her personal videos and videos that she has done with probably collaboration with other artists. I want to believe that that's the reason why she went to Korra first, asking Korra to delete all the videos that they did together, because she's now a changed person. She covers fully. So even in her training, her stretching, and all of that the lady does, now she covers up. Okay, she head to toe. Now how religious people would dress. She covers up head to toe to do her stretching, her exercise. She's still doing the thing that she's doing, but she's no longer doing it with this like bikini, hot pants, leg up in the door splits with everything, for the public to see. No, she covers up. So when, according to her, when she contacted Korra and said to Korra that, oh, look, hold on, I'm trying to see if like some of the comments are not showing on my screen. If you're just coming in, please like the live stream and drop your opinion in the comment section. What you think, what's your own take concerning this? Okay, let's talk. So according to the lady, when she contacted Katori, you're blowing hot. I'm seeing your comments, but this is really just but we're talking about their friendship, so let's be very careful with the religious parts. Do you understand? Okay, so the lady, okay, contacted Korra, telling Korra to please delete the videos that they did together. And Korra responded back by saying that the girl knows that this is how she earns money to feed her children, right? So she's not going to be deleting those videos. So right now, everybody is trying to look at this whole thing. Some persons are saying, wait a minute, why should Korra delete those videos? Some persons are saying, well, the fact that this person is your friend and you can actually see that the person have changed and the person is asking you to do this for the sake of your friendship, you should have just done it. Then some other person are also of the opinion that these videos are old. And if you look at it, the videos indeed are old videos. But different people in different ways that they do their friendship and deal with their friendship. I want to believe that maybe Facebook, they also have this privating thing. I know that YouTube, they do have it, where you can private videos. And I feel like if, you know, in my own opinion here, both of them are at fault. But I kind of understand. I had to go back, you know, I had to go back and try to search and see if I can find any videos that both of them they've done together. I wanted to see how their vibe was, when they were still good, when Korra and Stevana were still good. I wanted to see how their vibe. And luckily, one of the video I saw was a video from, it says January 2024, if I'm not mistaken, January 2024, that video was filmed. And on that video, you could see the lady wearing, like, I think sweatpants, a bit sweatshirt, and wrapping her head with a black scarf. And Cora was even asking her, "Why are you wrapping your hair?" She said, "I'm beginning," because she shaves her hair completely. She goes on bald, the lady. But so said she was growing back her hair and she wants to wrap her hair. But their conversation, their conversation there really got me. Okay, that conversation will kind of make you. I would love for people to go back to listen. It is pretty late my time, so I won't be able to go back and really pull that video, but I'll probably do that tomorrow. I will go back and pull that video. I think it's on Cora's channel from January 2024. And I want you people to hear something from that video. And when you listen to that video, this that is happening now in 2025, that we're beginning to find out all of this, would make sense. So it seemed like a month ago was when this lady reached out to Korra, telling Korra to delete those videos. And Korra said, that's how I'm feeding my kids. Now, YouTube, you can private videos. And if you value the friendship you have with someone, and I believe the person would have explained to you the reason why your friend is asking you to do something. So I would have suggested that Korra should at least private those videos, because you know why? Korra has the numbers, and we don't know who are the friends of this lady. What if Korra is the one that is really out there? So it's easy if you want to know one or two about Stevana, you type in their name on Google, on Facebook. On Facebook, you can find videos that she's done with Korra faster than maybe other Facebook content creators. So Korra should have also thought about it that way and just private, even though it's not gonna. Korra streams back to back. Korra is creating. Korra is a content creator, like she's a content creator, like she's a machine when it comes to content creating. Okay, so privating some old videos from 2023, 2024, it's not going to be a big deal, even though you feel like you're going to be losing some coin there. If those videos are still, if you ask me, those videos are not bringing any cost. I didn't even know who, I just know that Korra has these friends, but I didn't know which of them was Stefana. Now that this thing is trending, is now that I'm going to search to find out old videos. So I don't think anybody is watching this particular video or those particular content from 2020 for January or 2023, whatever, or 2022, when she was creating all this content that the lady was, exposing herself, her body, dressing the way she was dressing, and things like that. I think if you call somebody your friend, you both of you should respect each other enough to actually, be there for each other, sacrifice when to the best of your ability. There are so many things that comes together to make people friends. Okay, before you call somebody my friend, you just don't. So I feel like sometimes people throw those words out there just like that. Even people that you're just acquaintance with, you refer to them, my friend, my friend. No, there are bridges that you need to cross before you call someone your friend. Okay, that's one. Then two, on the lady's side, where I fault the lady is, you're going to Korra to tell Korra to delete those videos. Even if Korra deletes those videos, what about people that actually saw both of you creating those contents? Then they loved the vibe between you and Korra. They downloaded those videos, they reacted to those videos. You won't be able to find everybody and delete it. You cannot wipe it out of the internet just like that. Mostly when you are a public figure, except you are just an individual with an individual Facebook where you just post about yourself, your life, your things. You can delete that Facebook, delete all your things. And because nobody has reshared, reposted, okay, then over time, it will be very difficult to find any trace of those things. But for someone like Korra and this lady, for the kind of job that they do, there are people that will download their videos. There are people that admire their relationship. Then mostly that period that Korra was going through, was Korra was going through, and this lady stood her ground and stood by Korra. That's something that people will want to emulate. So people would have downloaded their videos, screenshots, screen grab, do this, reacted to, reposted, will not find it all. So I feel like one thing with religion, I feel like sometimes people are overdoing it. Everybody have a story. Everybody have where they are coming from. Okay, so even in her own religion, okay, as a Christian, I can use Christianity as an example. We had Saul that became Paul. We had the apostles and all of them in the Bible. They all came from somewhere. Okay, they all came from somewhere. So there's a past story of them, and then when they knew Christ and then started serving God and things like that. So don't be ashamed of your past. If anybody would bring that to you, already that person is messy, that person is a petty person, but you'll be able to explain it. Okay, that was when I was in the world, I didn't know better. And if that is not enough for the person to leave you alone, then it is what it is. But you are now living your life. You're now completely covered up. And if that's what you want to do, nobody is forcing you to do that. You converted because of the person that you're dating and you're loving this new lifestyle. It's bringing you peace and joy. Do not keep looking back. There is no way you're going to be moving forward. Okay, so I feel like she should have just left those things there, not even bother going to meet Cora or any other person. At least, okay, delete the ones from your page, okay, from all your social media accounts. Do a proper sweep, a proper clean. You understand? we will all understand that. Everybody will understand, because even as content creators, if you feel like you're creating content one way and you feel like you want to change, okay, you will kind of do a sweep if you want to brand. You know, you hear people say, I want to start branding and things like that. You know, I want to rebrand and things like that. When you see people rebranding, you can tell. So that was left for her, for Stefana, to actually do on her page. Delete the videos of when she was doing was and wearing crop tops and things like that. So those videos will not be found on her page. So even if somebody says, oh, well, I was on the internet, oh, I didn't know she was living this kind of life, well, you will be able to say, well, that was me then, when I was in the world, when I didn't know better, when I didn't know God. You know, but now that I know God, I'm all about that, you know, serving God and things like that, then this is me now. So if you want to judge me from the me that you know now, the Stevana you know now, not the Stevana of 2023, 2022, whatever, not the Stefana of, let's say, 5 years ago. Okay, judge me from the Stefana of, I don't know when she converted, maybe toward the end of 2024, somewhere around 2024 she started converting, and 2025 she's now fully into, because when you go to her page now, she's completely covered in hijab and things like that. If you're just coming in, you are welcome. So that is the point I want this lady to understand, that you going to Korra, even if Korra had deleted it, it wouldn't have changed anything. But now, in order for you to understand why Korra had responded like that, is if we go back to this video that I'm telling you people that I will find it tomorrow and I will play it, because it's already almost 1 a.m. my time. This is 12:59, 1 a.m. So I wanted to just bring the topic here. Let's scratch the surface a little bit, and tomorrow we'll play that video. I want you people to listen to their conversation and listen. Okay, but I will explain a little bit from that video. Okay. Now, before I explain, I want to say one thing. In friendship, one thing you know, or one thing people should know that I feel like sometimes people don't know, is the fact that if your friend is seeing someone either married to or dating, fiance, whatever, the dating, or just being your friend, a woman or a man is seeing someone, and you feel like that person is not just it for you, be very careful how you present that or how you bring up that conversation with that friend of yours, because there is a way you're going to say it. Your friend will feel like you're disrespecting them. Okay. And sometimes some friends kind of play, they see it as a joke because they see you as a friend. Okay. And they will start insulting the boyfriend, the husband. Some people pick offense. They might not say anything, but they will keep that in their mind. They might not tell you as a friend, because to them, they're already offended by the things that you have said. Because mind you, they are the ones dating this person, and she is probably either in love or falling in love with this person, and whatever the case may be. Okay. Most times, people pick offense with this kind of things. I remember several times that it has happened where, in general conversation, people have said things, and from the look of the face of the person they are talking about, I could tell that that person was not finding that conversation funny, but them, the other people that were making those statements about that person the person was dating, thought it was a joke. But it was afterward, I'm like, if you know what is good for you, apologize to that person, because did you see the person's face? And most times, if you're the person observing, when you ask them that question, they will tell you, I didn't notice anything. So the one that is always talking never noticed that the other person does not like where that conversation is going. And they will hold that grudge if you don't go back and apologize. Be extremely careful the way you speak about the partner of your friend. Except that your friend has actually told you that that partner or that boyfriend, that whatever, is an a-hole, like insulting the person, using bad words. So that way you can justify by saying, well, now you first talk, you said it first with your own mouth, so I was just agreeing to what you said, and everything you've explained. That is a different case. But if that friend of yours just maybe complain to you that maybe the person is behaving somehow, the person is mistreating them, and did not call the person names, and you as a friend, you jump, if that your friend is not a smart person to see that you really mean well as a friend, and you feel their pain, you feel their hurt and this like that, they can judge you for it, and they will not mention, and they will hold that grudge until they find opportunity to pay you back. And I think That is exactly what is happening here in the case of Korra and this lady. And when Korra was running her mouth, Korra was doing it coming from the point of I'm talking with my friend. Okay? Do you understand? She's talking from the point. Miriam Sangara, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. Said you cannot wipe out Music City out of the store shelves either. Is she a singer? Let me see. Miriam Sangara said, well, let's add this to the stage so people can read it. Miriam said, this does not make sense. She is now in love and Muslim. So what? Um, Miriam, I don't understand. It's not the issue we're discussing here does not have anything to do with uh if she's in love with a Muslim person and if that is a problem. That's not what we're discussing. We're talking about the issue between she and her friend Korra Obidi. That's what we are actually discussing. It's not about she being in love with someone or she being religious or things like that. So now back to what I was explaining to you people. So if you're just looking at what this lady came out to expose, which she was not supposed to do, because when you're having issues with your friends, that's not something that you run to social media to go and post and expose to insult. And the fact that she's friends with Korra, she knows that Korra has a lot of haters. So I don't expect you as a friend or as an ex-best friend of someone to run to social media to go and cast the person. Do you understand? But these days, that's what people do. Before, what I know is if you have a fallout, you have a fallout. If you and that friend are not going to speak, you're not going to speak ever again. If you're going to eat with dine with long spoon, if you're going to avoid yourselves, whatever you do it in private. You don't come out to, try to recruit other people to join you in fighting that your friend, someone that you were once good with. At least there was actually a time when you people had good relationship going on there. Welcome, welcome. If you're just coming in, please like the live stream. Thank you so very much for doing so. This conversation will continue because a lot, I guess, is going to be exposed. So back to what I was saying. Now, the video that I'm talking about, why I explained all of this about friendship and why people should be careful how they speak. Laura Lee, welcome, welcome. Thank you so very much for joining. How are you doing? Good evening to you too. So on that video, you could see that Cora was, with her friend, and I think her friend had made something and she was going to start eating, but then she noticed how her friend was dressed. This video is from January 2024. She noticed how her friend was dressed, and then she asked her that, are you going to be dressing and you're going to be dressing like this? And she said, oh, well, I'm just going to be wearing crop tops. It doesn't mean I'm going. She was wearing sweatshirt and sweatpants or something like that, and wrapped her hair. She scarfed her hair with a black scarf. So Cora was asking her she's going to change. She's changed. So she's not going to wear crop top. She's not going to show her belly anymore. So Cora now moved into talking about how this lady fasted for, I don't know whether 7 days or so, no food or something. The lady now explained that she did 2 days water, and then without 1 day no food, be how many hours no food, then extra 2 days water fasting. Cora was just praising her how flat her tummy looked and how disciplined she is to really achieve her goals and things like that. So Cora was not telling her that with all of this beautiful body, flat stomach, you can fast to get your stomach snatched and things like that. Now you're not going to wear crop top anymore. You're not going to do all of that. So it's just like, just trying. And then Cora moved straight into, remember now, this is happening on a live stream. Like she's live streaming. Cora is live streaming because Cora is always streaming, right? On that live stream, Cora now moved on to the next, and I said, "Oh, that Stevana is seeing someone, and she does not like the man." These were the words that came out of Cora's mouth. Cora said, "My friend is seeing a man, and he's not been approved yet for." What was the exact word she used there? He's not been approved. You know how friends will tell you to they want to see the new person you're dating so they can see if he's on point, if he checks all the boxes, those kind of things. So Cora was trying to say that this man, she doesn't like him. that she does not like people that tries to control what people wear and how people dress. And this man happens to be that kind of person. Immediately, you would notice that Stevana started defending the man. Okay, I'm telling you, this video is from January 2024. I'll pull that video up tomorrow again. I'll go find it, pull it up, and we will listen. I will not only be explaining, I will play it for you people to hear it. So you will hear the conversation. So fast forward now that Stevana did this, you will know that Stevana have been carrying that grudge since 2024 when Korra made those statements. And it's possible that as Korra was making those statements, she was just talking as a friend, somebody she's comfortable. You know that it's not everybody you talk about relationship things to or with and things like that. Do you understand? So Korra was coming from a place of this is my good friend. My friend understand that there's no hard feelings. It's not coming from a bad place. But I don't think the lady found it funny because she actually made a statement that, oh, you're outing me here in the general public because they were live streaming. So everybody was hearing what they were saying. And not everybody wants to put their business out there just like that. Do you understand? Now, also, another thing that should come to you people's mind that might make this woman more upset is the fact that despite all the foolishness that JD displayed, Korra did not come out to expose things that she knows about Justin. So if you would not talk about your ex, why are you comfortable talking about the new man that your friend is seeing? Your friend might feel that you covered your own up, but now you have just thrown her under the bus, even if you might not have meant it that way. That's the vibe that video was giving. So I believe somewhere around there was when this woman, Savannah, started carrying this grudge. So now that people are surprised, Marilyn Guerra, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. Is if you're here, please like the live stream, give the live stream a thumbs up. So that's why I said be very careful if you have friends. Be very careful how you speak about people's relationship because trust me, they are in that relationship. And if this person is in love with that person, anything you say, they will use it against you. Forget that they are your friends. Okay? You have to choose your word carefully. The only time you can even come out and is when it gets to a point where you're having a deep conversation with a friend and you can tell the person, tell me the truth, even if it hurts. Like, I really want you to just open up. Don't sugarcoat. You are my friend. I understand. Like, I want to really know. That is the time that you are now allowed, because that friend of yours is now giving you the permission, telling you not to sugarcoat, to just call a spade a spade. That's the time you come out with such. Chizo, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. And she even gave Korra her skimpy clothing that day. Oh, really? So she also doing all of that must have really shocked Korra. But the things that Korra had said on that live, I wish she had said it off the live. Like when the both of them, when the camera is turned off, being that Korra is not the type that shares a lot. And there are friends that are like that, they don't share much about themselves, but they feel comfortable sharing about their friends. And that's not a good thing. Some persons might just be doing it based on, but no, it's not a good. If you're always covering your own, don't go and be discussing another person's own. Don't go and be discussing another person's business if you're not going to discuss your business. The way that JD trolled Korra online, okay, and Korra said nothing. Her feelings about that man, she shouldn't have said it on that video. Do you understand? Because the friend even said to her, when she said to her that she does not like men or people generally that would be controlling you, what to wear, what you cannot wear, what you do with your life and things like that, that she does not like it and stuff like that. The lady now said, I'm not being controlled by him because I'm an adult. I can, so you notice that Stevana was already defending, said, I can do whatever I want to do. If I choose to wear crop tops, I can still wear crop top, but I am making this decision by myself. I don't want to wear those things anymore. You understand? So Korra was also insisting, trying to drive her point in that she does not like this guy. That it seems like the guy is trying to just, you know, do too much and things like that. But she was kind of, the lady was still trying to get Korra to understand that it's not that. So who knows how many times they would have had this conversation, maybe even off camera, when Korra started noticing that, or maybe if Korra noticed that the man will also be, because if she's beginning to change her dressing and things like that, she will also not be coming close to Korra and those other friends that were cropped up so much, because she's just a new convert and there is a lot she needs to learn. Okay, I don't care whatever religion it is. When you're getting in, you need to really immerse yourself and learn a lot. And some people really take it to the extra miles where they want to be too over righteous and over this and over that. Those are even the ones that cannot even last, because you cannot keep up. But take it a step at a time. That way it's easier. But some people will totally cut off their friends, those kind of friends that you all will party together, do all those things together, all those worldly stuff. In this case, they will dance, they will do their videos, they will dress, they will wear their crop tops and things like that. So it's possible that this lady and her new man, was actually talking about the fact that she should surround herself with women that dresses like her, the same religion, beliefs, so she can learn more, because most of those new friends she will make would have been, some of them would have been born Muslim women, born into the right from when they were children, so they know a lot about the religion. They can teach her a lot about it. Some have been converted many years ago, so they already know more than her. She can learn more. So instead of surrounding herself with um friends like Korra and the other ones, she should, so that would have been, maybe bringing some space and Korra maybe noticed it, that, oh, since you started seeing this person, or maybe when she was dating someone else, things were different, but now she started seeing this person that is now religious. All of a sudden, she's changing. She just did a complete, not just she's changing, she did a complete U-turn, because when you see these ladies, when you search, those videos are still available, okay? Old clips, even of her training and things like that online. But then you will notice that the change is totally like who she sits down, she's preaching, she's talking about things like why people worry when their parents passes on, that it's better for parents to pass on and parents not to bury their kids. Well, it's like she's into this religious thing and doing her religious stuffs and things like that. But where I don't find it funny is the fact that as a religious person, you should also know that this move you made is not a move that a religious person should make. A believer should not make this type of move, right? Because if you have these friends, you would, now that you're converted, you're now a religious person, you want to believe that, okay, they are not religious enough, okay, because you're not seeing yourself as, so you try to keep talking to them about the word of God, the teachings when you have the opportunity. And if you're able to slowly get them to that place where they can start living the lifestyle that all of you used to live together, that is you winning a soul into the kingdom of God. Instead of coming online and posting the conversation that you and Korra had. Because even if Korra deletes those videos, there will still be a video somewhere of you doing these things, and there is nothing to be ashamed of. It is your life that you were living before. You have left that life, you're now living a different life. It is 100% fine. No human being is perfect. We are not God. Nobody is perfect. Okay, so the lady should have just not even gone that route. Whatever is on the internet should be there on the internet. People that, because when you look at her, people are congratulating her, happy for her, inshallah, things like that. People are knowing you now to be this religious person now, and you should leave it that way and not stress too much about the fact that, oh, okay, give me a second. And you should not, stress too much and Give me a second, please. So the lady should not bother about things like this. But coming online and posting that conversation, you most definitely know that those bloggers that are waiting for one thing that Korra will do, and the fact that you spoke with her. Korra did not come out online to say, look at my friend, that we all used to live this kind of, because some people, that's what, to some friends, that's the kind of thing that they can say or do. Like, now you think you're now better than everybody. Now, all of a sudden, you're now a religious person. You think you're righteous, you're better than everyone, and things like that. But she did not do that. Okay. She kept quiet and just lived her, in this thing, she kept quiet and she lived her life, acted like nothing happened, and continue creating her content. Korra went out, bought $3,000 live streaming equipment. She's just creating her content over there. So I don't see the reason why this lady had to come out with this conversation that she and Korra had in private. Okay. But if you ask me, I would say even now it is not too late. Korra, you create several contents in a day. You stream live multiple times, which is very difficult. It is not easy to go live multiple times in a day. Okay, but that's something that you are able to, do. So why not just get this a video of hello, hello, Efe. Good evening to you too. Good evening, sis. How are you doing? So, and Korra could have just privated these videos. People that know Korra, people that talk to Korra one on one, should just let Korra know that the videos are old already, okay? They're not gonna make more than what your recent videos are making for you, okay? And the possibility of you creating as a content creator, you never know which of your video will go viral or things like that. You're getting good views, you're growing. For the sake of the friendship that you people had, private the videos. You don't want to delete it, private it, because if it's here on YouTube, yes. If you don't want to delete video, you can unlist it, you can private it, nobody finds it on your channel, if that is going to make your friend happy. I don't know what, maybe they had a fallout, what ended their relationship, I don't know. But for the fact that they were friends before now, forget this thing that she did. It's absolutely wrong to come out and post this online. It is not called for. But the fact that you've not even responded online, you've not said anything, don't speak on it. Don't address it, except she continues to talk and talk and talk, and she's maybe spending the narrative to the angle where you're like, wait a minute, it didn't happen like that, and you think you want to come out and just explain what happened, what led to what led to what. But if you ask me, that video where both of you, where you were praising the food that she cooked and things like that, and you're asking her if she's not going to wear crop tops anymore, the things you said there, a lot of people don't feel comfortable having certain discussions when they are live streaming. Okay, whatever you want to say to them, they will prefer you say it later, not when they are you're live streaming. So you bringing up that conversation, maybe she wasn't even ready yet to have that conversation on her own page. Do you understand? Good, good, good. And yours, Efe, how is yours? How is your family? We're good. We're good. We're doing great. Thank God. All glory to God. How is yours? Okay, the next comment is from Chizo. Chizo said Korra keeps memories. That's all. But on the page you cannot private, but check I can check Korra delete almost all. Well, I don't yes, I know that it's memories. Then if that's how Korra does it, then let her download it, save it in her laptop, or get a stick, a drive, hard drive, save it in a hard drive where she can always retrieve it and then remove it. For sometimes there are things you just have to do for peace to reign. Do you understand? Because we don't know. We don't know where this is going, but because those statements were made, We don't know how those statements that Korra made that man feel and what he must have said to Stefana. And maybe on a normal day, Stefana would have just seen it as well. Korra was just being Korra. Korra is that, this kind of your friends that will always say things the way they want to say it. They don't care about how you feel or anything. They always just say it. The ones that don't watch their mouth. The talkatives. You all know your friends, and you can all put them in different categories and things like that. So Stefana already knows her friend and probably understands, but because that was done on a live stream, and I don't know what she must have said later on, and because she's a new convert, and we don't know how religious this man is, but I want to believe that he's very religious for him to convert this lady that is doing was wearing skimpy hot pants and things like that. I want to believe that this guy is very religious. So he will be giving her advice like, I'm not saying you should not be friends with people like your Korra and those other friends of yours. I don't know the other ones, their names. It's just Korra I know. I'm not saying you should not be friends with them, but now that you're a new convert, you're getting into it's better that you surround yourself with people that will be thinking alike now. Because if you're hanging around people like Cora and things like so that must have driven wedge between them. And the lady will now start like, okay, let me move away. And that is going to hurt the feelings of Cora also, being that, well, what am I? Am I now the bad one because I'm just living my life? Am I not also a believer? I'm also a believer. It might be two different religion. You're a Muslim now. I'm a Christian, but we all serve God, right? We all pray to God at the end of the day. So I'm also a believer. I'm also a religious person, but I still just dress and do my was. Cora might not be feeling like, oh, because of this particular person. And the more Cora will be telling her, having that conversation with her that, oh, he's doing this, he's doing that. I just don't like him. I don't like. That's not what a friend wants to hear all the time. I don't like him. I don't like him. That's not what they want to hear. So all of these things must have just been building up in the heart of this lady. And this lady must have just been waiting for when she's going to, pay, uh, this person back, Cora back. And now when she contacted her, because we're hearing a month ago, Cariston, we're hearing a month ago, right? Was when she contacted, or about a month ago, was when she contacted Cora to delete the videos. And Cora did not, delete the videos. Jesus, you don't get joy. Jesus said, let her do her worst. Jesus, let her not do her worst. You know why? Korra has a lot of haters. They will now start from the beginning. Look at that one. I was discussing it yesterday. We were live yesterday on my other channel. We're talking about JD spinning what happened on Sunday around. That's the last live stream we did. I think it was yesterday. You know, spinning the whole story around something that did not happen. That the children didn't wear. They don't wear shoes. They don't wear panties, even though we saw how Cora dressed those children to go to church on Sunday, and these haters, they've already jumped on it. It's not going to be another round two. Nobody wants to always turn on social media, and what you see is always negative comments, people bashing you and people bashing you. Do you understand? And if this lady continues, what else? Friends talk about certain things. So there are conversations you will have with your friends. You're very comfortable having those conversations because it's you and your friends that are talking, and you're probably not expecting it to come out. So if you say that let the worst happen, if this lady was able to post the part of the conversation or expose the part of the conversation where she told Cora to delete the videos, and Cora said, that's how I feed my daughters. I'm not going to delete the videos. That's how I feed my daughters. What else have they discussed that this woman is going to post next? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Have they been discussing private issues in their lives, in their personal lives, and things like that? And because this woman feels hot, and Cora has made those comments January on her January 2024 on her live stream that didn't sit well with the lady. You can clearly see the way the lady was defending this man. Do you think it's now that the lady will not feel comfortable to say, now I will pay you back for that embarrassment you gave me? If the lady is seeing it as an embarrassment, do you think that the woman will not now come out? And it's not just necessary. Chizo said, let her do her worst. Since she has dragged Korra out, she has changed her name on IG. She's no more stuff. I didn't even check IG. I was just checking on Facebook trying to find her, and somehow I was able to find her, and I checked her content. I didn't see the particular one, so I don't know if she did it on her page because I did not see it on her page. So I don't know if she did it on her page. So I don't know if she did it on her page. Sorry, my network just shut down. I had to switch over to mobile right now. So sorry for that long silence. Okay, so let me check the comments, and then like I said, that video from last year, January, I think it will make it more clear to people why this lady took this step. Because trust me, after having this conversation, Cora is your friend. She would have been able to go and, you know, contact maybe Nancy and tell Nancy, look, I'm asking Cora to do this. We're no longer friends. I don't think, there's a way you speak to Nancy and other people that she knows that Cora, even if LA mom, I believe the lady knows LA mom too. Stevana would have been able to go and meet LA mom and tell LA mom, look, talk to Cora and tell Cora to, you know, um, take down those videos. I no longer feel comfortable and I'm now a religious person and this is what I am requesting. Okay, that's what a friend that if maybe people parted on a good note, or even if it's not on a good note, if you were not carrying grudges, you would have handled it in a different way. But when I went back and I was searching and I saw that video and I was like, okay, it does make sense now that you came online because you felt like she outed your business when you were not ready to talk about it. And the way she spoke about the man that you probably was falling in love with, you're in love with, you wanted to build something with, it just did not sit well with you. And now that you have the opportunity to pay Cora back in her own coin, you are also bringing it to the internet. Okay, that's what I see, here going on. That's what I see. So that's what I see here. Do you understand? Because how else do you explain this, that instead of you running to people that Cora listens to, that will either speak to, you've said it, she doesn't want to do it, going to those people, they will talk to her and she'll probably listen. It will make sense the way they will explain it to her and speak to her, and she might private and remove those videos. But instead, you went straight to the internet where you know that it is only going to be dragging. Okay, people will just be dragging her because there are lots of people that are just sitting pretty online waiting to see one mistake or one thing that somebody will say, or JD or anybody, that they will use it to drag. And because you are her friend, okay, the next thing now they will start screaming, she's an ingrate, she's a this, she's a this, she's a that. So I feel like this was just a payback, and this lady waited for this moment since that January video was done. And if we keep searching, maybe they discussed about it more than once. Okay, maybe we'll find other videos where Cora was also talking about. Cora clearly said she does not like that man that her friend is seeing, and the friend would have carried that thing on her mind. Do you understand? Jesus said, for Cora, we know she might not have anything to say about anybody. JD's case is an open book. If he said, to me, the way Kale said, that's how I feed my kids, it sounds to me like Kale might have been joking. I might be wrong. I don't know both of them personally. It sounds to me like banter from Kale's angle. When you look at the whole thing, I wish I've seen the screenshot of that post, so we can read it for ourselves too, to see what the lady said to Cora and how Cora responded. Do you understand? But I was looking for it, I didn't find it. I just know that they said the lady posted those things. I checked the lady's page, I didn't see it. So I don't know if she posted it on another social media, but I was checking on Facebook. But when I didn't see that post, I'm like, okay, let me go back and search for videos that both of them they've done together, and let me see their mannerism. The way you see people rapport with their friends and things like that will kind of tell you a lot. So that's what I wanted to see, if I will see any red flag somewhere that will explain why this is happening in 2025, why she's exposing Cora in 2025. That's what I went in search of. And I didn't even search far before I found that video that is still available on Cora's page, where Cora was clearly bashing this person. And from what they were saying, you would know that, yes, because if she's asking her, you're never going to ever wear crop top or things like that. Because trust me, there are Christians, Cora is a Christian, she still wears crop top. Okay. So many other religions, they're like, okay, if you like cover, if you like don't cover, that one no concern anybody. Do you understand? So you can it will just dawn on you, because when she was even scarfing her hair, Cora was asking her why was she scarfing her hair. Do you understand? Meanwhile, scarfing of hair, it's a normal thing. Even as an African person, even Cora, like, we scarf hair like anytime you want. Even as I'm talking to you right now, I have my hair like wrapped up, you understand. So we use scarf a lot. it's not only a religious thing, it's a cultural thing for Africans too. Okay, we always use our headgear, we always scarf, tie headgear, and things like that. So I just feel like Cora just was not feeling this man because this man was making her friend to change completely. And maybe her friend too felt insulted that Cora was insinuating that it was the man that was making her to make those changes. That's why she quickly pointed out to Cora that if I want to wear crop tops, I'm going to wear crop tops. It does not have anything to do with him or anything. It's just my decision that I don't want to do it anymore. But if I want to, but Cora just kept on that I don't like and this we've not checked. He's not passing the decent test and things like that. And she was trying her best to just let Cora know that the man was cool. So for me, I feel like this is a payback. But I will pull the video up tomorrow and I will play the video so you people will hear this old video and tell me what you think, what Cora said, and the lady's response, and then connect it to what is now happening in 2025 and tell me if this lady has not been holding grudge since then. Do you understand? That's what we're going to be discussing tomorrow. I just wanted to come in here quickly to check. Chizo said, check on have on Facebook, said check on Janice Brown. The person posted about it. Okay, I will. I'll check it just before I go to bed. So I will leave you people now. I wish I could stay longer for us to have this conversation. Immediately I saw it, I said, let me just come and bring this up and let you people know that there's something for us to discuss. So tomorrow I will be coming in with the video and we're going to sit down, listen to the video together, and we don't know what else. Now that people are talking about it, people will now go back and start watching that videos, those videos. Is that going to trigger Stefana more for Stefana to come out and start talking? We don't know, but it is possible because now that this is now in the open, and Stefana should have thought about this when she came out to expose Korra. She should have known that because Korra dances, she's not the only, you know, uh, a friend, female friend that Korra has that Korra dances with, right? So she coming out to expose Korra. People will want to go and find out which of the ladies exposed Korra, which one did what, and what videos is she talking about. They will now go and be searching the old videos. And because Korra said that's how she's feeding her children, she will not delete the videos. People will find those videos. Now those videos will start trending. So you've now made it worse. Even if Korra was thinking about privating the video, she will now not private it because the more people go and watch, this is traffic being brought to her old content. All those videos both of you did together will start picking up from tomorrow. Just give it 2, 3 days now. It will start picking up because more people are posting about it. People are curious. People want to know who Stevana is. The next thing you type in is Stevana and Korra's videos. Stevana and Korra fight. Korra's. That will start trending now. You should have thought about it. You should have sent an email to Nancy, sent an email to LA Mom, and any other person that you know because Korra is your friend, so you know who she respects, who she would listen to. And you send to them, let them talk to her so she can private those contents. And that would have been it because old contents don't always get traction as much as except it's evergreen content, and those contents the both of you created are not evergreen content. Do you understand? So it's not content that people always go back and watch and watch and watch and watch and watch, but you made it worse. Now the videos will pick up. Even you now, you start trending because people will now start going to her page. Even this Stefana now, you will see that Stefana's page, you have to, people will start typing in to find out who the Stefana is. People want to see the videos and how she used to dress and how she's dressing now. And people will now start, everybody will do their own analysis. So you brought it online. So everybody have the right to talk about it. Do you understand? So I'll see you all 59 minutes we've been here. So I'll see you all tomorrow when we pull up the video. Please subscribe if you've not done that. And we're going to do full analysis tomorrow. This is past 1 a.m. my time, and this is school week. So let me allow you people, let me go and rest, okay? It's Wednesday, we have school. The kids have school. So let me go and lay down and rest, and I'll come back tomorrow, earlier, so we can have time to discuss deep in depth about this topic. And I'll also be dropping the links tomorrow if you want to join us on the panel tomorrow. Okay, to tell us what you think concerning this. Get ready, because when I come in tomorrow, I will be dropping the link so you can join us on the panel to analyze this topic. But let's see where this is going. But I hope that Cora would not say anything. No matter what the lady says, I hope she won't say anything. You know, thank you also very much for joining me today. I am really, really grateful, and I will see you all tomorrow. I'm saying tomorrow is not tomorrow. For me, it's already the next day. So bye, everybody. See y'all later. Subscribe, okay? If you are here, you've not subscribed, subscribe so you don't miss that video that I'm talking about, okay? So you will hear the conversation that Stevana and Korra had a year ago that can actually be linked to what is happening now, okay? You don't want to miss that one, okay? Thank you also very much and good night. Yes, good night, good night. God bless you all. Good night, sis. Faye. God bless you all. Thank you, everybody. And I'll see you all in few hours, okay? I'll see you all few in few hours because it's already Wednesday.